Was Thanos right? It's a question that sparked endless debates online and offline. On the surface, his logic seems almost compelling. The universe has finite resources, and life, if left unchecked, will expand until it consumes everything, leading to universal suffering and collapse. His solution? A snap of the fingers, a perfectly random, dispassionate cull of half of all life. Painful, yes, but in his mind, it was a necessary evil to save the other half and restore balance. It's the ultimate trolley problem, scaled up to a cosmic level. He saw himself not as a villain, but as a savior, the only one with the will to make the hard choice for the greater good. But let's peel back the layers of that logic, because it's built on a very shaky foundation. First, the resource scarcity argument. Is the universe truly running out of resources? We're talking about a vast, near-infinite expanse with countless galaxies, stars, and planets. The idea that all of them, simultaneously, are on the brink of collapse due to overpopulation seems like a massive, unproven assumption. Life is incredibly resilient and adaptable. Civilizations develop technology, find new energy sources, and colonize new worlds. Thanos' worldview is incredibly static. It doesn't account for innovation, change, or the sheer scale of the cosmos. He projects a localized problem onto a universal canvas without evidence. Then there's the math itself. Having the population is a temporary fix at best. Assuming populations grow exponentially, how long would it take for life to return to its previous numbers? A few generations? A few centuries? On a cosmic timescale, that's just a blink. His great work would be undone relatively quickly. Would he have to repeat the snap every 1,000 years? Does he become the universe's recurring gardener of death? It's not a permanent solution. It's a brutal, recurring reset button that doesn't solve the underlying problem he perceives. It just kicks the can down the road at an unimaginable cost. And that cost is the core of the issue. The ethical implications are horrifying. He took away the choice from trillions of beings. He didn't ask for volunteers. He enforced his will on everyone. This isn't salvation. It's tyranny on an unprecedented scale. Think about the immediate aftermath. Half of all pilots, surgeons, and engineers vanish mid-task. Planes fall from the sky, patients are left on operating tables, and power grids fail. The chaos, grief, and societal collapse would be catastrophic. The trauma inflicted on the survivors would be immeasurable. For every person saved, another was lost, leaving behind a broken family, a grieving partner, or a child without a parent. He didn't just remove beings. He shattered connections, destroyed cultures, and left the universe drowning in sorrow. He created more suffering in that one moment than he could ever hope to prevent. Furthermore, his plan is incredibly unimaginative for a being wielding godlike power. With the Infinity Gauntlet, he could have done literally anything. He could have doubled the resources of the universe. He could have created new habitable worlds. He could have instilled a universal understanding of sustainable living. He could have accelerated technological advancement across all civilizations to solve their own problems. The gauntlet offers infinite possibilities, and he chose the most brutal and least creative one. It reveals more about his own character than it does about the state of the universe. He's not a pragmatist. He's a nihilist with a messiah complex. His past trauma on his home planet of Titan blinded him, locking him into a single horrifying solution. He couldn't imagine a better way because his own failure convinced him there wasn't one. Let's also look at the alternatives presented within the story itself. The heroes, the Avengers, represent the opposite philosophy. They believe that every life is precious and worth fighting for. Their motto isn't balance at any cost. It's we don't trade lives. They face impossible odds. They lose. They suffer. But they never resort to his methods. Their solution isn't to kill half the universe, but to undo the damage and bring everyone back. They represent hope, perseverance, and the belief in finding a better way, even when it seems impossible. They understand that the how matters just as much as the what. A perfect world built on a foundation of genocide is not a paradise. It's a haunted house. So when we ask, was Thanos right? The answer has to be a resounding no. His premise was flawed, his method was barbaric, and his solution was temporary and unimaginative. He wasn't a savior. He was a monster who wrapped his desire for control in the language of logic and balance. He mistook power for wisdom and cruelty for strength. The problem he saw might have been real in some places, but his solution was a universal poison. The universe is not a simple equation to be balanced. It's a complex, chaotic, and beautiful tapestry of life. And you don't fix a tapestry by tearing half of it to shreds. True balance comes from growth, adaptation, and the endless struggle to be better, not from a snap of the fingers that brings only silence and sorrow. Thanks for watching. What are your thoughts on this? Did we miss a key point? Let us know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. See you next time.